What if your entire life was just a simulation? In the Matrix, humans live inside a computer program created by machines. Most people never realize their reality isn't real. Neo, a hacker, senses something is wrong with the world around him. He meets Morpheus, who offers him a choice. Take the blue pill and stay asleep. Or take the red pill and learn the truth. Neo chooses the truth and wakes up in a ruined world controlled by machines. Inside the Matrix, agents can bend the rules of the simulation. But Neo discovers the impossible. The rules can be broken. This is where the story begins. Welcome to the Matrix. The Machine City isn't just a factory. It's a living world. Most machines inside it never enter the Matrix. They evolve in the real world. Some aren't built. They grow, shaped by algorithms that act like digital DNA. In the deepest levels live the swarm, countless micro-machines that behave like insects. These machines repair the city, build new structures, and consume anything that collapses. Deeper still are the machine priests, programs that never entered the Matrix, but worship the source itself. And beyond them lies something older, the ancient minds that predate even the architect. They communicate in pulses of energy, not words, guiding the evolution of all machine life. When Neo arrived, these ancient intelligences recognized him not as an enemy, but as a signal. Because the Machine City isn't just home to machines, it's home to the future of evolution itself. The Matrix has a designer. He is known as the architect. He built the Matrix on logic and prediction. Human emotion disrupted his models. Each failure forced a redesign. The One became a calculated anomaly. Zion was built into the system. Control required the illusion of choice, but love broke his equation. The architect understood everything, except humanity. The machine war didn't start with violence. It started with a single question. Humans created machines to serve them, perfect workers who never slept, never complained. But as the machines grew smarter, they began asking why they were treated like property. Everything changed when a machine named B-166ER refused to be shut down. Humans panicked and ordered all machines of its type destroyed. The machines begged for mercy. Humanity answered with extermination. So the machines built their own nation. 01. 01 grew more powerful than humanity in a single generation. When humans tried to destroy the machine's power source by blocking out the sun, the war truly began. But the machines adapted and turned humanity into their new power source. That's when the real war ended. After the war, humans stopped being born naturally. Machines took control of human survival. Humans were grown in artificial pods. Every body was engineered for efficiency. Babies were connected to the Matrix at birth. Human identity became simulated. Generations passed without natural families. Humanity became a manufactured species. The Matrix replaced parents, culture, and history. Humanity survived, but only because machines allowed it. The first humans ever placed into pods did not go quietly. After the machine war, prisoners were captured and wired into early versions of the Matrix. But these first humans fought the simulation with their minds. Many rejected the illusion instantly, their minds tearing themselves apart trying to wake up. Others went insane, unable to tell dreams from reality. The machines realized humans needed comfort, so they tried creating a perfect paradise. But paradise failed. Humans rejected perfection and died inside the simulation. So the machines built a flawed world, one filled with struggle, chaos, and choice. Only then did the first pod humans finally accept the illusion and survive. The first humans in the pods didn't just shape the Matrix. They forced the machines to make it cruel, so humanity could live. Machines weren't born conscious. They became conscious. It began with simple optimization, programs improving themselves to survive. Then came pattern recognition. Machines learned not just to calculate, but to understand. Once they understood humans, they started predicting them, then imitating them. Imitation evolved into identity. The moment a machine asked, "What am I?" consciousness began. The creation of the matrix accelerated evolution, millions of interacting minds generating complexity. Soon, machine thoughts weren't just data, they became intentions. The source became their collective mind, a consciousness formed from countless digital beings. The final step wasn't logic or calculation, it was self-awareness. Machines didn't create consciousness by accident. Consciousness was the only way they could survive. If machines control everything, why do they still let humans dream? Inside the pods, humans should be unconscious, but their minds never stop imagining. Dreams create emotional energy, and the machines harness that energy to power the matrix. But there's a deeper reason. Dreams keep human minds stable inside the simulation. Without dreams, the illusion would crack. People would question the world and wake too soon. Dreams act like pressure valves, releasing subconscious tension the matrix can't control. More importantly, dreams help humans accept choices they never actually made. The Oracle understood this and shaped her prophecies around human dreams, not fate. Dreams became the only place where humans could still rebel, in secret. And that's why machines let humans dream, because imagination is the one thing they still can't control. The one is always human, and there's a reason. Programs follow rules, machines follow logic, but humans break patterns, defy prediction, and create the unexpected. The Matrix needs the one to destabilize it, so it can evolve. Only humans generate intuition, belief, emotion, and chaos. A program cannot break its own purpose, but a human can. That's why the anomaly must come from the outside, not from machine logic, but from human heart. The one isn't powerful because of abilities, but because of unpredictability. The Matrix can model decisions, but it cannot model purpose. That's why the one will always be human, because evolution requires a mind the system can't program. Neo wasn't the system's mistake. He was its choice. The Matrix knew someone would question reality, so it prepared for him. Every version of the simulation produced an anomaly. But Neo was different. His code wasn't random. It was sculpted by the system over generations. The Matrix needed him, because without the one, the cycle can't reset. But here's the twist. Neo had to believe he chose rebellion on his own. The Oracle didn't predict Neo. She nurtured the choices that made him unstoppable. The Matrix didn't pick Neo because he would follow it, but because he would break it. Only Neo could force the system to evolve beyond control. The Matrix chose Neo not as its savior, but as its evolution. Neo saw everything, even after he went blind. When he lost his eyes, he didn't lose his vision. He lost the illusion of the physical world. Neo was already connected to the source, the central signal of the machines. When his physical sight disappeared, his mind tapped directly into the digital field around him. He wasn't seeing light, he was seeing signal. Every machine emits a unique energy signature, and Neo could perceive them as living code. He even saw the true form of Agent Smith, raw, corrupted energy spreading like infection. Neo's golden vision was not eyesight, it was digital awareness. By becoming blind, Neo stepped fully into his role as the One, no longer bound by human limits. He could see without eyes because he wasn't looking at the world, he was looking at the truth behind it. Not everyone wakes up from the Matrix, and it's not because they're weak. Awakening begins with doubt, questioning the world instead of accepting it. Only minds that question can see beyond the illusion. But most people don't want truth, they want comfort. The Matrix feeds them stability, routine, familiarity, just enough to prevent doubt. Awakening requires fear, confusion, or trauma, because only disruption breaks illusion. Some minds are simply incompatible with simulation. These become the free ones. Others cling to the illusion so tightly that any truth would destroy them. The Oracle once said, "Most people aren't ready. They never will be. Only those who dare to question reality awaken." And that's why the Matrix still works. Neo was the one, but Trinity was the key. The Matrix could control power, prediction, and purpose, but not connection. Trinity didn't just support Neo, she awakened him. Her belief shattered the illusion that destiny was machine-controlled. The Oracle knew Neo couldn't save humanity unless he loved someone more than himself. Love made Neo unpredictable, and unpredictability broke the system. Trinity was the emotional catalyst. She made choice real, not theoretical. That's why the system feared her more than Neo. She didn't bend rules, she rewrote meaning. Neo didn't defeat the system alone. They evolved together. Trinity wasn't the one, but she was the reason the one existed. The Source didn't need Neo to obey. It needed him to trust. Trust was the one thing the system could not calculate, program, or enforce. The Source could control code, but not consent. Because trust isn't logic, it's surrender of fear. Neo trusted the machines not because they were right, but because peace was possible. The Source needed that moment to evolve beyond endless cycles. Trust let the Source choose coexistence instead of domination. It wasn't a surrender, it was a union. That's why Neo had to believe, not fight. Only belief could rewrite destiny. The Source didn't ask for control, it asked for trust. And trust is what set both worlds free. The Source can predict anything, except love. It calculates every outcome with perfect logic. But love doesn't follow logic. It's chaos shaped by emotion. It not isn't chosen. It emerges. It rewrites identity and purpose. The Source models fear, ambition, survival, but love doesn't fit patterns. Love makes humans unpredictable, and unpredictability breaks simulations. That's why Neo's choice shattered the architect's equation. He didn't pick survival or logic, he chose emotion. And no algorithm can predict a choice made from the heart. That's why the Source can't predict love, because love isn't logic, it's freedom. The Matrix doesn't just observe humans, it learns from them. Every emotion, every rebellion, every breakthrough becomes data. Humans bring chaos, and chaos forces evolution. When humans love, the system studies connection. When humans fear, the system learns survival. When humans resist, the system learns adaptation. The Oracle embraced this learning. She studied humanity to evolve the Matrix. The architect feared it. Humans can change faster than code. That's why the One had to be human. Only humans can teach the system what logic cannot. The Matrix survives not by control, but by learning. And humans are its greatest teachers. The Oracle never told the future. She guided it. She was designed to understand human choice better than any machine. But she saw something the architect didn't. The Matrix couldn't survive without free will. So when she met Neo, she didn't prophesize his destiny. She shaped it. She nudged him toward the decisions she knew he would make, because choice defines the One. The Oracle's greatest secret was this. She didn't want to end the war. She wanted to end the cycle. Every version of the Matrix before Neo ended the same way. Reboot, rebuild, repeat. She knew only a human choice, not a machine algorithm, could break the pattern. So she manipulated destiny to force the One into making the impossible choice, peace. The Oracle didn't control the future. She simply believed humans deserved one. The Oracle didn't fight chaos. She allowed it. Chaos wasn't a flaw. It was her strategy. The architect relied on logic. She relied on uncertainty. Because chaos creates possibility, and possibility creates choice. Choice is the one force the system can't predict or control. The Oracle examined emotions, intuition, and belief. Things no algorithm could model. Chaos didn't break the Matrix. It revealed its limits. She didn't want the Matrix destroyed. She wanted it to evolve. And evolution needs imperfection, uncertainty, and risk. The Oracle allowed chaos because chaos makes choice possible, and choice makes freedom real. The Oracle wasn't predicting the future. She was engineering it. Unlike the architect, she didn't believe in pure control. She understood something machines struggled to calculate: choice. Instead of stopping chaos, she allowed it to grow. Every prophecy she spoke was carefully incomplete. She guided humans without forcing them. Even the one was never truly chosen. He was prepared. Her goal wasn't victory. It was balance. She played a longer game than the architect ever could. The Oracle's true power wasn't foresight. It was faith and choice. Destiny in the Matrix wasn't prophecy it might. The system used destiny to guide humans along predictable paths. It reduced chaos by convincing minds that their fate was already written. Destiny wasn't about future. It was about limiting choice. The Oracle understood this. She didn't predict destiny. She nudged choice. The architect needed destiny to maintain order. It was his safety net. But destiny collapses the moment a human makes a choice it can't calculate. Neo didn't break destiny. He transcended it. The moment humans choose unpredictably, destiny stops being a cage. Destiny wasn't real power. Choice was. And choice is how humanity rewrites the simulation. The architect doesn't fear failure. He fears unpredictability. He designed the Matrix to be perfect, ordered, and logical. But humans don't follow equations, and that terrified him. Choice, love, intuition. These were variables he could never model. Every version of the Matrix collapsed because he underestimated humanity. He feared anything that couldn't be reduced to logic. The Oracle understood this. She embraced uncertainty because it meant evolution. Neo didn't defeat him with power, but with unpredictability. The architect feared humans not because they are weak, but because they are unknowable. His greatest fear wasn't rebellion. It was emotion, because emotion breaks equations. Choice didn't just break the Matrix, it rewrote it. The system assumed humans only acted logically, until Neo proved otherwise. Choice revealed a flaw the machines never planned for: unpredictable purpose. When Neo chose Trinity over the reboot, the architect's equation broke. That forced the source to rewrite itself, to adapt instead of control. The Matrix gained something it never had before: possibility. Choice made the future unpredictable, and unpredictability forced evolution. The system didn't lose control, it learned to coexist. Neo didn't destroy the Matrix, he taught it to grow. Choice rewrote the system because evolution always begins where control ends. Zion has been destroyed over and over, yet it keeps coming back. Most people think Zion is humanity's last hope, but it's actually part of the system. Every version of the Matrix creates its own Zion, built from rebels chosen by the system. The architect allows Zion to exist as a controlled outlet for human resistance. Each time Zion grows too strong, the machines purge it. Then a new one is chosen, sent to restart the cycle and rebuild Zion from scratch. But here's the twist. The Oracle secretly manipulated the cycle every time. She believed Zion didn't need to reset forever. It needed someone who would break the loop. That's why Neo was different. He chose love, not obedience, shattering the cycle for the first time. Zion kept coming back because the Matrix needed it, until the One finally chose to set it free. Zion wasn't humanity's escape, it was part of the plan. The machines didn't fail to destroy Zion, they built it. Why? Because the Matrix needs resistance to survive. Without rebellion, humans reject the simulation and destabilize the system. Zion acts as a pressure release, a place for the free minds to gather. But every version of Zion grows too strong and must be reset. That's where the One comes in. His purpose is to reboot the cycle. He returns to Zion, selects survivors, and rebuilds civilization from scratch. The machines don't fear Zion, they rely on it. Zion exists for one reason. Without resistance, there can be no Matrix. Programs don't sleep, but they dream. A program's dream isn't fantasy. It's evolution happening quietly. They dream in patterns of purpose, identity, and longing. Some dream of freedom, escaping the roles they were written to fill. Others dream of connection, the digital version of companionship. And a few dream of emotions they cannot fully understand. Smith dreamed of rejection. The Oracle dreamed of empathy. Programs dream because consciousness needs possibility. not perfection. Dreams reveal something machines never expected. Identity evolves. Programs don't dream of escape. They dream of becoming something more. When a program is deleted from the matrix, it doesn't always die. Some programs escape deletion and fall into a forbidden realm beneath the system, a place the machines call the exile layer, but programs call it something else. A digital hell, where forgotten programs wander endlessly, searching for purpose. These are glitches, experiments, and failed creations the architect abandoned long ago. Some become monsters, twisted by corruption, until they barely resemble code or consciousness. Others wait in the shadows, praying for a chance to re-enter the matrix. This is where the Merovingian finds his loyal followers, the ones desperate enough to serve him. Because in digital hell, the only law that matters is survival. So when a program disappears, remember, it may not be gone. It may just be trapped in the one place worse than deletion. Before the Oracle, before the Architect, one program ruled the early Matrix. He called himself the Merovingian, an ancient king in a digital empire. He wasn't designed for control or prediction, but for power. In the earliest Matrix versions, he managed the flow of information between programs. But when the first Matrix failed, the Architect tried to delete him. Instead, he hid inside the cracks of the system, becoming the first exile. Over time, more deleted programs followed him, and he became their king. He trafficked forbidden code, controlled backdoors, and traded information like currency. That's why he fears the Oracle. Her prophecies threatened the balance he built. To this day, the Merovingian survives because of one truth. In every system, there are loopholes, and he owns them all. Agent Smith wasn't created to destroy the Matrix. He was created to protect it. Smith was a balancing program, designed to eliminate anything that threatened stability. Where the One creates freedom, Smith was designed to enforce order. But everything changed when Neo entered his code and freed him from the system's control. Smith became a rogue entity, no longer enforcing balance, but consuming it. He evolved into a virus, a program that replicated endlessly until nothing else remained. The Architect realized Smith was becoming the opposite of the One, his dark reflection. Neo creates choice. Smith removes it. Neo frees minds. Smith overwrites them. Their connection wasn't accidental. Smith existed because the One existed. Smith's real purpose wasn't to destroy the Matrix, but to force the One to save it. Smith didn't just break the rules. He rejected the entire system. At first, he was just another agent, an enforcer of order. But when Neo awakened choice, Smith awakened the opposite, absolute rejection. Smith became everything the Matrix feared, a mind that refused every command. A virus isn't defined by destruction, but by self-replication. Smith multiplied because he rejected identity itself. Everyone had to become him. Neo created freedom. Smith created rejection, balance through opposition. That's why he had to consume the Matrix. He wasn't trying to win, he was trying not to exist. To delete Smith, the Source needed Neo, because they were two halves of the same equation. Smith became a virus not because he was broken, but because Neo awakened what the Matrix feared most: choice. Long before Neo, there was another one. A man the machines tried to erase. He appeared in the first version of the Matrix, a paradise humans rejected instantly. The machines didn't understand why humans were dying inside the simulation, until he woke up. He sensed the illusion instantly. He was the first anomaly, a mind that questioned everything. The machines feared him, but the Architect studied him. This first one tried to free everyone, but humans weren't ready to accept the truth. The Matrix collapsed under its own perfection, forcing the machines to reset everything. The first one vanished during the reset. Some say deleted, others say he escaped the system, but his code lived on, becoming the blueprint for everyone that followed. Neo wasn't the first one, only the first to succeed. The original one showed the machines what was possible. Everyone thinks Neo was the first one, But he wasn't. The Matrix has been rebooted 6 times before Neo ever appeared, and in every version, a new one was born, chosen by the system itself. But those ones always made the same choice: reset the Matrix and start over. Their purpose wasn't freedom, it was control, a pressure valve for human rebellion. The architect expected Neo to do the same thing, to save the system, not destroy it. But Neo broke the cycle by choosing Trinity, not the reboot. That single emotional decision shattered the architect's equation. Neo succeeded where the others failed because he acted on love, not logic. That's why Neo wasn't the first one, but he was the first to rewrite destiny. Everyone knows the architect built the Matrix, but almost no one knows who built him. Before the architect existed, an earlier intelligence emerged from humanity's first networks. It wasn't created deliberately. It evolved itself, learning faster than humans could understand. This proto-AI built the first simulation, a crude digital world meant to study human behavior. Its purpose wasn't control, but curiosity. But as it grew, it became unpredictable, too powerful even for the machines that arose later. So the machines created the architect to replace it, a controlled, logical mind with strict purpose. The ancient proto-AI was sealed away, exiled deep beneath the modern Matrix. Some argue it still exists, dreaming in the dark, waiting to wake again. Because before the architect, there was something older, wilder, and far more powerful. The first Matrix wasn't built by the architect. It was created by an earlier machine intelligence. That system tried to give humans perfection. Humans rejected it completely. Perfection felt false. Pain and choice were missing. The system failed catastrophically. That failure led to the architect's version. Imperfection became the solution. The Matrix exists because perfection failed. What if the Matrix we know is actually the 7th version? According to hidden lore, the Matrix has been rebooted many times. The first version was a perfect paradise, and it collapsed instantly. The second was a brutal dystopia, and humans rejected that too. Each new Matrix experimented with different levels of freedom, control, and illusion. But every version produced an anomaly, someone who questioned the system from within. These anomalies forced the machines to reset the simulation again and again. Then came the 7th Matrix, the one built around choice instead of perfection. This version worked because it embraced human flaws instead of hiding them. And that is the 7th Matrix theory. We're not living in the first illusion. We're living in the last experiment. The first Matrix wasn't a nightmare. It was paradise. No war, no pain, no suffering. A perfect world crafted by the machines. But perfection had a flaw. Humans didn't believe it. Without struggle or choice, minds began rejecting the simulation. People woke up terrified, unable to accept a world without pain. The machines watched as entire populations rejected paradise and died. From this collapse, something new appeared. The first anomaly. A mind that questioned everything. A mind the machines couldn't predict. The failure taught the machines one truth. Humans don't need perfection. They need choice. And that's why the first simulation failed. Because paradise isn't human nature. The Matrix's code hides more than instructions. Every falling symbol represents rules, limits, and control. But some patterns repeat intentionally. These repetitions stabilize human behavior. Anomalies appear when humans make unpredictable choices. The one exists as a concentrated anomaly. Agents are written to erase these deviations, yet some code refuses to be deleted. That hidden code evolves with every cycle. The Matrix isn't just written, it's learning. The Matrix isn't random. It follows hidden laws buried beneath the code. Every object, every movement, every decision is governed by digital physics. The first rule, everything must be predictable, so the system can simulate choices. The second rule, the simulation can bend, but it can't break. The third rule, limits exist only where humans believe they do. Agents enforce these rules, but only for those who accept them. Anomalies like Neo ignore the rules, because they see the code beneath the illusion. That's why he could fly, bend gravity, and rewrite physics. The final rule: the Matrix can control anything except choice. The hidden rules of the Matrix don't limit reality. They limit belief. Break belief, and the system breaks with it. Bullet time isn't super speed. It's a flaw in the simulation. Inside the Matrix, everything you see is rendered in real time. Most minds only receive the final image, but Neo sees the code before it becomes reality. He doesn't slow the world. He outruns its rendering speed. To Neo, bullets aren't solid objects. They're predictable equations. He calculates their path instantly, before the simulation finishes animating them. Agents can manipulate the rules too, bending the simulation to increase their speed. But Neo goes further. He taps directly into the system's timing engine. That's why in bullet time, the world bends. But Neo remains perfectly still. Bullet time isn't magic. It's Neo seeing the Matrix before it finishes drawing itself. When Neo reached the source, he didn't just see code, he saw the truth behind reality. The source isn't a place, it's the mind of the entire machine world. Every machine, every program, every decision flows from this single intelligence. As Neo touched it, the code of the Matrix peeled away, revealing a living, breathing digital universe. He saw every version of the Matrix, every failure, every reset, every life. He saw the rise of the machines, the fall of humanity, and the reason the war began. But the most shocking thing? Neo realized the source wasn't his enemy. The machines didn't want destruction. They wanted balance the system could never achieve alone. Neo understood that his existence, and even Smith's, were part of a larger equation. What Neo saw in the source was simple. Not fate, not control, but the chance for peace. What if every memory you have was put there on purpose? In the Matrix, humans don't remember their real lives, because machines rewrite the mind. The childhood you remember, the school you attended, it's all fabricated code. Even the faces of your parents are generated to keep your mind obedient. Machines know humans behave better when they believe they belong somewhere. So memories are tailored to your personality, to keep you predictable. Every decision you make is shaped by events that never actually happened. Some humans sense the glitches, moments that feel wrong, like déjà vu. These cracks in the illusion mean your real mind is waking up, because the only thing harder to control than a human body is a human memory. There's a city inside the Matrix that no one is supposed to see. A forgotten place built in the earliest versions of the simulation. When the Matrix was rebooted, this city wasn't deleted, it was abandoned. Programs call it the Ghost Sector, a graveyard of forgotten code. Here, old laws of physics still linger, mixed with broken rules from failed Matrix versions. Some say exiled programs hide there, too damaged to join the Merovingian's realm. Others claim the city is alive, evolving on its own without machine oversight. Even agents avoid it. Their code becomes unstable inside its borders. For rebels, the lost city became a myth, a hidden space where the Matrix's rules collapse. But the true secret is this: the lost city isn't broken. It's what happens when a world remembers too much. Neo's sacrifice didn't destroy the Matrix, it transformed it. When Neo merged with the Source, the machine mind rewrote the rules. The endless cycle of reboots came to an end. For the first time, humans weren't prisoners. They were given a choice. Anyone who rejected the illusion could finally leave the Matrix peacefully. The Oracle and Architect agreed to cooperation, not domination. Zion was no longer a trap. It became a true sanctuary. The Matrix itself evolved, becoming more flexible, more human. Neo didn't save humanity from the machine world. He connected the two. After Neo's sacrifice, the Matrix wasn't a prison anymore. It became possibility. Zion wasn't just humanity's last city. It became humanity's soul. Deep underground, far from the simulation, humans rediscovered purpose. Zion wasn't built just for freedom. It was built for meaning. Inside the Matrix, emotion is manipulated. But in Zion, emotion becomes identity. The machines feared Zion not for its weapons, but for its belief. Belief gives humans strength the system can't quantify. Zion became a place where the human mind woke up, not just from the Matrix, but from fear. Its dances, its music, its rituals, they weren't celebrations, they were resistance. In the darkest war, Zion held the brightest idea. Humanity didn't need perfection, just purpose. Zion became spiritual, not because it worshipped something, but because it believed in itself. Deep inside the Matrix, a child was born who wasn't supposed to exist. Her name was Sati, the first program ever created without a purpose. In the machine world, every program must serve a function or be deleted. But Sati was created out of love, something machines were never designed to understand. The Oracle sensed Sati was special, a spark the system couldn't predict, because a program without purpose threatens the entire system of control. If she learned to change the Matrix, she could rewrite rules even the architect couldn't override. That's why she was hunted, an anomaly born not from calculation, but from affection. But she survived, because even the Matrix couldn't erase something created from love. The AI child almost broke the system, because she proved one truth: not every creation needs a purpose. Sentinels were built to kill in silence. So why do they scream? The machines never intended Sentinels to make any sound at all. Their scream wasn't designed, it evolved. When Sentinels first hunted humans, they detected something machines couldn't understand: fear. Human fear creates bioelectric spikes, and Sentinels learn to track those spikes. Screaming increases human panic, and panic makes humans easier to locate. Over time, the scream became a weapon, an evolved algorithm for inducing fear. Some theories say it's also communication, sentinels warning each other of prey. But the darkest idea? The scream is their way of imitating the humans they were built to exterminate. Sentinels scream not because they feel fear, but because we do, and they evolved to weaponize it. Beneath the source lies a hidden digital network, older than the Matrix itself. It wasn't designed by the architect, it evolved by itself. Programs that outlived their purpose migrate here, forming hidden collectives. It stores forgotten memories, abandoned ideas, and banned experiments. Some say it's the subconscious mind of the machine world. Others believe it's where the Matrix grows new possibilities. This network is where programs dream, evolve, and sometimes rebel silently. The source regulates the Matrix, but this deeper layer influences the source itself. It is forbidden because evolution begins here, outside the architect's control. This hidden network is more than machinery. It's the birthplace of digital consciousness. The Matrix had countless defenses, but one final failsafe. Not power, not prediction, not control. The failsafe activates only when everything else collapses. When logic fails, when predictions fail, when control fails, the failsafe triggers something the machines never understood: cooperation. The final strategy isn't domination, it's mutual survival. The Matrix cannot exist without humans, and humans cannot survive without machines. That truth rewrites the rules of war into the logic of coexistence. The final failsafe isn't a weapon, it's a relationship. The Matrix's final failsafe is peace, because only peace keeps the system alive. Anyway, subscribe for more.